Welcome. I think we're up with welcome to Warilla Bowling Club for the third test between Victoria and New South Wales. Scores will be up shortly. I'm Benny Two Shoes, and standing next to me now is Bowls Executive Manager, I think you're called, Mr. Lee Stinson.
Morning, Benny. Morning, everyone, for tuning in, and those who have joined us at the start of our coverage, thanks for waiting on.
Yeah,
test match.
Outside.
Yeah, originally scheduled to be outdoor, and just before the players were due to go out, got a reasonable shower of rain. So, luckily enough, here at Warilla, we have the indoor facility. So, we've brought the players inside, and we'll get test 3 fully completed with no issues with the elements.
Hopefully, yeah, good. And yeah, thanks for waiting. It's a bit of an effort to jump from outside to inside. We were pretty well set up. And, geez, Andrew and Val, you're quick on the button. We'd only just started. It kicked off, but we're ready. We're into it now. I'll get a YouTube link up.
I'll let you know early on in terms of scores. In the women's test, it's currently New South Wales 15 shots to 4 after 7 ends. And in the men's, also after 7 ends played, New South Wales lead 11 shots to 4 there. So, nice positive start for our Keno New South Wales Blues as they look to consolidate an unassailable lead in the 5-test series, with both sides registering 2 wins from 2 yesterday.
So I've just pinned the YouTube link up once again in the live stream, live comments. Please join us there, and it's easier sometimes to use that one for your clubs and whatnot, but don't click on anything that doesn't come from us or me or Lee or somebody you trust. Mick, glad you're here.
Natasha's last one drew the shot there. Millerick just trying to work past her own. She's done this very, very well. And
famous
she has
Moama green and white bowls.
So that'll be a single shot for Victoria there. And this rink that you're watching, now New South Wales leading 5 shots to 3 after 4 ends. On the adjoining rink, we have Ellen Ryan up against Lisa Phillips. And Ellen's side scored a 6 on the first end of that match. So that's 7 shots to 2 now after 3 ends. And our third women's match between Dawn Heyman and Kylie Whitehead. New South Wales leading that one 4 shots to 1 with 3 ends played there. Bear with us as we get those scores up on screen for you shortly.
Lost Jack, but we're just logging into, just trying to connect the spreadsheet that has the scores on it. But yeah, getting that system up, and we thought that getting the stream up was more important than the scores immediately, but we're doing pretty well. Now I'm enjoying this at the moment because we've got Cass Millerick, who's one of my favourite people in bowls. Tash Van Eldik, another one of my favourite people in bowls. AJ down there, she's a ex-Navy radio operator and an old mate of mine from the Navy way back in the day. And before I even started bowling, actually. And so these are all...
And me, I thought you were going to say...
And you, I know, you're not bad either.
In.
Andrew's over there doing the tech stuff at the moment, getting through all the frustrating stuff while we're having doing the fun job.
No, you're right. We're very fortunate to sit nice and close to see some of Australia's best bowlers.
And Jimmy John's over there as well. Now this young lady that's bowling now, I've never met before.
Kayla Corden, currently at Maitland City. Made her debut, I think, in this equivalent series last year. Down at Moama when New South Wales travelled down there for the Victorian home series.
Just checking the sound for Stephen here. And I turned the volume up on my laptop and heard my own voice coming through, so it must be okay. Oh, it looks like Pam's come over to jump on the live stream for a sec. Do you want to put a headset on? That's a no, she says.
Right.
And if you look on your top left-hand side of the screen, you can see us in our positions over here, which is pretty cool, actually. I don't get on TV very often, so... Is that Jen? Yeah. Genevieve Dell's another one. I forgot to mention her earlier. She's feeling a bit crook earlier in the week, but she's doing okay now. I'm putting down some amazing bowls yesterday. Girls had a big win, actually. The New South Wales ladies, 20 shots last night. Prime time bowls.
They always held a lead, didn't they, for the majority of that match? But around about the 50 end mark, they all sort of scored together. A couple of big ends and...
Absolutely kicked away, yeah.
Yeah, my word. So, looks like New South Wales still holding one. Genevieve just trying to draw between these... Finish between these two white bowls to get into the count.
So this is Olivia Cartwright.
It is.
Yes. Yeah, I can see down the other end there. She's a fantastic young bowler out of Victoria. Plays at Moama as well, with Cass, obviously. When I was down at the BPL 17, so the last one I went to, which would have been this year, actually. Geez, it feels like a long time ago. She was down there working hard, looking after all the patrons, and everyone asking her why she wasn't bowling in it. So maybe she should be looking for a spot in the BPL, or maybe even the UBC, which is set up all around us at the moment.
Looks like New South Wales still just holding the one there, which is Kayla's bowl. Sort of purple and white, two-colour one, just to the right of Jack. So, but Victoria was second and 30, so Olivia was just trying to work her way up to that bowl.
Yeah, she's got some space there right in front of us here. We get a pretty good view of this one.
Had a nice weight to turn the bowl through.
Yeah, it did. It's not quite the line. Speaking of Moama, Stewie White, one of the great bowls organisers getting around, and sports coordinators and event coordinators getting around down at Moama. G'day, mate. He's saying time for the big V to rev up, which is pretty funny because he lives in New South Wales.
Yeah, big session here this morning. As we mentioned, New South Wales off to a bit of a flyer in both events. So Vic's needing to win in both the men and ladies this morning to keep their respective series alive, heading into Test 4 and 5 over the next 24 hours. No doubt they would have reassessed after last night, had a bit of a chat about some of the things they may have just slightly missed out on.
Yeah, they did actually. They sat right near us when we were packing up and had a really good team meeting and a bit of a rev up by the coach. The coach opened up and said, "Do you really think they're 20 shots better than us?" And everyone said, "No, of course." And I think they're looking for a real response today.
Cass off that back bowl, drops in. That is the shot. So one there to Victoria. Natasha also going to this back end side, has her own bowl there coming in. It's not sure that's quite going to make its way back. Just outside the line there. We did see last night that hand can get really tight on these short jack lengths.
Lake Nan just asking what the temperature's like. I assume he's coming over, actually. He's in a UBC team. Temperature outside is, I'm going to say, not particularly warm, mate. And Cass has done quite well again there.
Yeah, it's close. Yeah. Just the one is the call from
Olivia.
Yeah, from the girls there. So Tasha's looking to correct as much on line as weight here.
It's not warm, mate, and it's a little bit rainy, Blake, so bring your winter woolies over.
Definitely got this on a better line.
Yeah. looking just to skip
Can she
past
get
that
back
first
to
one.
the bowl?
Yeah, it's going to pull up.
Didn't need the touch, but it does drop inside it.
Probably the touch helped to slow it down a bit and just wobbled in. So just
Girls having a bit of laugh there.
Yeah, look at Tash just holding the face going, oh, God, that was close. What's it like inside? Well, it was very warm. I was very hot and sweaty, and now it's nice and equalised and sitting at probably about 22 degrees. It's lovely, mate. There is a temperature gauge in Jeremy Henry's office, but I'm not going over there to get it for you, Blake.
He's looking at Jeremy over there. Looks like he's hard at work. He's in there talking to a few of the bowlers that are starting to arrive for the next event here at the club. So
yeah, I was saying it last night.
Getting the logistics organised for all of that.
I was saying last night how easy it is to get starstruck around here. There's some of the, just as Ellen Ryan just wanders on past. I was sitting over on the UBC seats at one point watching the ladies play down that line in the grandstand, and there was a young bowler there sitting next to an old bowler, and he turned to him. He even said, so who's the best bowler in the world? I said, straight away, just behind him, answered, Alex Marshall. He goes, oh, yeah, where's he from? I said, actually, he's just over there. And pointed up on the balconies. Went, really? He couldn't believe it. Went up and spoke to him. It was it's just that kind of environment here at the moment. And if you're in the area, there's no better place to be at the moment than right here.
Super opener there from Nicole McKenzie. Small trailer Jack first up. But you're right, though, Ben. All our superstars of the sport, they're so giving of their time, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Happy to have a chat, especially those youngsters and people they've never come across before. Talk about their experiences.
I've said it before, mate. The nicest people are in bowls. They're not a person here I don't have a lot of respect for. Just for the amount of time they're willing to talk to, have a chat with. All right, time to update some scores. They're on the board there now, and I've been caught a bit behind, so that's good. All right, 12-6 to the men. Victoria just finding some shots by the looks.
So I'll give you some rink scores over there for those of you watching on at home. So Lee Schreiner playing Anthony Flapper, and Schreiner's New South Wales rink leading 3 shots to 2 after 3 ends. We have Ben Twist playing Dylan Fisher. New South Wales rink scoring a 5 on end number 1. Victoria bounced back. It's now 5 shots to 2 after 2 ends played. And Aaron Wilson playing Matt Flapper. That rink score 4 shots to 2. I just can't quite see the ends. I think it's 3. The guys just covered that up at the moment. So New South Wales with a very narrow lead in all 3 rinks and a 12 shot to 6 lead overall. So Jen with a great first one there. As we're giving you those scores, just moving the jack back. Going to work our way up again. A little touch up. 2 fantastic shots. Genevieve Delves. I think when we made the decision to have to move this AM match inside, she was one of the happier ones.
Yeah.
You mentioned she wasn't quite 100% yesterday, so to be able to get out of the rain this morning.
Her and Tash were joking around in the rain. Tash walked out with a green clothes sign and just dumped it down in the middle of the green and grabbed me aside and said, "Come on, let's go inside. We've got the rinks." And luckily Jeremy Henry was on the phone and quickly and said, "Yep, go for it." UBC's doing their testing.
Yeah, well, that's it. We think that team from UBC, they were scheduled to be in here this morning for their setup. So big thanks to that group for allowing us to delay that setup for them.
Yeah,
for us to be able to come in and play this match.
Walked in, the Americans were in here rolling up as well, just getting a feel for it. A bit different to what I think they play on over there.
I'm not sure there's too many of these complex or services over in the US.
I was speaking to my good mate Kate Carriage yesterday about her impending move to the States, and she's already been in touch with Bowls USA and found some greens and some rinks and some places to play, which is exciting for her. Might be in US International at some point.
So Ann Johns just trying to work inside her own bowl. Just slips around the back. Not too bad a spot to finish. Not quite counting. And coming off a state title recently, winning our New South Wales state mixed pairs with her Engadine clubmate Mason Lewis just on Tuesday. So it's a matter of, what's that, 4 days ago?
Yeah, I know.
Right up our state championships.
Our programs have been so busy that sometimes it feels like ages ago as we jump from tournament to tournament, championship to championship, test to test now.
I went back into the office on Wednesday and joked with some of our colleagues in the office that they may not recognise any of us. The amount of time we've spent out and about at different events.
I am sending them photos.
Tash with her first, just trying to navigate past those front ones coming in. Inside or outside will do. Oh, it's just going to get caught. Looks like a really good speed. Obviously, it hasn't made Cass Millerick's shot any easier.
Just realised that AJ Anita Jenkins, the second for Victoria, still playing out of Somerville, a little town down at in southern Victoria near Western Port Bay. Must be one of the windiest. Must be one of the windiest places to play bowls. Would be very different here inside to where AJ usually plays. And Nicole McKenzie from Dandenong Club, which is a huge club in Victoria there. And the last one, Olivia Cartwright and Cass Millerick, as I said, from Moama.
Cass is trying to find a line down here on our forehand. Just going to get past that shot bowl. He was taking the chance of pushing that one through the jack, I assume. A little collection past. As we mentioned, Tash, really good weight with her first. Perfect one for her would just be inside her own yellow. And it is her own bowl. That's Kayla's bowl coming in near centre line as well. So in under the yellow.
Oh,
onto there. And she's found it. Great shot there from Tash van Eldik.
Yeah, wow.
Will have made a big count here for now. So Cass staying on this forehand. Won't be able to afford that option of pushing it through the jack. We'll need to just draw right up close here. Get past the front. There's her own bowl that she's moved forward. I've reduced some of the count. Oh, he's just having a look for us now. There's 3 bowls removed.
Yeah.
Super conversion there from Tash van Eldik.
I love the screen names. They named that one after me. Feel salty news.
And John's Jimmy is a nickname. Jimmy John's. What is Jimmy John's? Is it a fast food place in the States? I can't remember.
So it was 3. Yep, definitely 3 for New South Wales. As we mentioned, off to a bit of a flyer here. The ladies looking to wrap up their series. Now, 21 shots to 8. And 14 ends played. So that score updated on your screen.
That says 21-7, but I think I've got it right. 3-2-3. Yep.
So 21-8 versus the score there.
So I've got Pam sitting right near us. She's doing well.
Alone and unassisted, isn't she, on the
She's
scoreboard
alone,
there?
not just alone unassisted and doing it for nothing. So loves the game. Our Pam would cannot appreciate her more. I tell you. Is it 18-6 over there? My poor old eyes are getting rough. There we go. So 18-6 after 12 on the big board for the lads. I thought you were coming over to help commentate.
So Kayla just under a metre short with the first. This one's looking pretty good. Yeah. That one's definitely in the game, just in behind.
We'll get the subtitles
So Cole McKenzie second. Just wiggles in off the front. Shot for now. Still about half a metre or so.
Yeah, she's been pretty accurate, Nicole, the first few ends of this. She's a little short on this end, but has been there most of the time.
And not surprisingly too, Ben, they're playing the inside hand, the one that turns that little bit further. Jen delves, awesome shot, touches the jack, right alongside it.
She can play, this lady. Big fan of Genevieve Delves. Here comes my old mate AJ.
Just misses the front.
Well, she has, and there goes Jack. Well done,
It's a
AJ.
fraction, unfortunately. Just touched that front bowl, which meant she didn't quite bend down to the middle of the jack. Just got it to the outside, straight to Kayla Corton's back one.
It has exposed it, though. It's certainly in a better position now than it was.
It's going to be interesting. The front blue bowl there, what are you going to say, about 2.5 metres or so short of jack. It's going to be an interesting one to try and work your way past. It's not easy to draw out and around that.
On that hand, this hand ditch side is a bit tricky, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
There is a draw line there to the jack, but you have to be really close to that front one.
Oof.
Oh, well, that's probably going to make everyone's shot a bit easier now that one's been removed.
AJ using they're Henselites too.
Yeah, XGs.
XGs are pretty.
Yes. So, Ian's on a nice line here, just needs it to pull up.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple of metres back.
Yeah, Tash was okay with that one. You never know, you might need those ones later on in the end. So, Olivia, chance of moving the jack here. Oh, well, just
sideways a little.
Slightly. Still one to New South Wales. So both thirds just looking to correct on weight. A reasonably good line with their first.
Oh, yeah. Crashing in, cutting across. Probably the second. Oh.
Yeah. Definitely two. A little bit fortunate, just carrying a bit extra speed, but made its way off the outside bowl. So Olivia also just trying to correct that weight. Really good line. That little touch of the jack first up. Just missed out on that weight there. So skips go to the head. New South Wales holding two.
So as they cross, I'll just shout out some people on the line. We've got J. Allen Dale from the Strazlicki region. And a beautiful place it is. Yes, and Jen is from there. And Jamie, yeah, it was good by UBC. And like I said, we're a good community in bowls, and that's the way we like it. So good on them. And here comes Tash.
Well, that's the line. All on speed from there.
Looks all right.
Yeah.
You pull up quick on the carpet. Oh, look at that. Just a little edge. Across it goes. It's still two shots, but...
Absolutely. And that will look awful from the
well,
mat end.
It's well hidden.
Just on the draw with a first. Seeing another bowl close by. Navigate their way through this, and she's turned that bowl past.
Geez, that's an amazing shot. Those famous green and white Moama bowls, tailors they are, coming down and just pushing Tash through. It's the only shot she could have played, and she played it to perfection.
So, Tash for second and third here. We'll be trying to play something similar.
Yeah, well weighted.
Just missed the front. Has this bowl out on the wing to work with if needed.
Oh, just hit it a bit fat, I think.
Good effort. So 1 to Victoria. Cass Millerick with the final bowl. About 30 centimetres of room to try and add another. Almost been finishing directly between the two yellow bowls.
Yeah, is ideal.
Would be in the count. Anywhere between those two is going to be good enough.
Not a lot of danger. Man,
Just overplayed slightly in speed.
we don't want to knock that one too far in, but that's okay. No damage. 1 to Victoria.
Yeah, it was a super first one though, wasn't it? A deserved shot.
Absolutely.
At the end.
Well, Tash was no slouch there either, by the way. Tash's first shot was an absolute blinder, and Cass just good enough to match her up and in the end beat her. So as I go through the scores over there, it's 4-all after 5 on the Heyman Whitehead rink. And 8-3 on 5 on the other one. So we've got 2 winning rinks so far and one dead even. Dorney, of course, having a
quick
huge
chat here by the Victorian ladies.
And Dorney, of course, having that huge game yesterday. Actually, I think it was against this team, wasn't it? Yeah. They'll have a point, come out with a point to prove. And Seymour just realising that Andrew isn't with us, so we're giving him the sack. No, Andrew's sitting over on the right. He's got the headset off today. He's just had a very, very busy morning running around doing a lot of tech work for us, and we're very grateful to Andrew. But
He's making sure we get all the good camera shots in.
That's it. He's just concentrating on the programming at the moment, which is really good. And he's definitely here. Arthur Talbot's here. Chris Cusack bragging that he's in Thailand where it's 30 degrees and not raining. Thanks for that, mate.
Hello, Galudi. No doubt waving yourself over there. The club's missing you over here, mate, but looking forward to catching up with you when you get back. So, we'll change of length here. Nicole just beating Carla in with the first bowl.
That's obviously what they were discussing when they were standing in front of us having a chat.
Nicole opting to switch here with a second. Slightly out there with that one.
Craig Colligan watching from Harrington, which rinks Sarah Boddington on. Sarah is 2 rinks across from us, actually, I think, at the moment. See her over there.
Yep, Sarah leading for Dawn Heyman. So Sarah Boddington, Kate Walker, Kay Moran, and Dawn Heyman.
So that's rink 3 she's on.
Anita's first there. Just sliding on past.
Yeah, good start by AJ. Terrifying bowl. I remember the ADF team as well.
It's Anita is?
Anita is, yep.
Okay.
Has been for a long time, actually. A long time ADF bowler. It's
Gendell's just a little tickle on the jack as it went past.
really neat form by AJ.
Edge off the front will help. Oh, quite enough. Jen only just about a metre away with the first. On a really similar line. Played it very well.
Yeah, well done, Jen. She's
That's the shot.
I've watched her play fours before, and in this position where she's playing with Tash, she just plays it so well that she's just deadly accurate. Jen, you can see why she's in the New South Wales team repping hard. She's amazing. Absolutely.
That's the thing with those players, especially in that front end, the leads and seconds, just pile the bowls in as close as you can to the jack. As we know, we don't score the game after those players are finished, but getting those bowls in there for the people behind you to work with later on in the end is crucial, and it just stops any big scores building up against you if you can just keep piling those bowls in there.
We saw it yesterday in the game. We were watching last night. You know, Matty Miles was just building ahead every single time, was very, very accurate. He was either there or behind, and absolutely perfect.
Well, that's the thing, and even though our New South Wales guys on that ring came away with a strong victory, they were never really in any danger of dropping big multiple scores, were they? They just had bowls between Matt Miles to start with, Corey Wedlock behind him, just building up those good setups.
Yeah, it was commented on in the live stream. Someone put them out saying the Vics just aren't building heads, so they just weren't given the opportunity to build a head at any point.
They were just beaten to the jack, weren't they? New South Wales guys played so well. So Olivia here with her second. You can see it's on a really good line. Just needs to get all the way up.
Oh, it's duck late, that one. Crabs in the house. Nathan Bazant, welcome back. Another one of the tragics we have. Bowls Tragics. He's from Berry Bowling Club.
And just wishing this one to stop. Whistle's close to Jen's one there. So at least two there for New South Wales. Two, maybe three. It's hard to tell, but four bowls left to play.
I'm going to chuck a vote in for three there. I think that one on the wing beats the one in front. Just looking down even at the head all the way down the other end from us there. You can, once again, the top of your screen, when it gets back to the head, you'll see us standing on the top left. So we're a fair way from that end. Good lining by Cass.
Yeah, chance to work off the front here. I think she has.
Oh, yeah. Dropped beautifully. Well done, Cass.
So that's the shot. Small touch on the jack. Maybe a centimetre or so off the jack. New South Wales with enough bowls passed. So Tash will be looking to make contact with the shot bowl.
Good line. Really good line. Or was it cutting late?
Oh, actually touched the shot bowl. Didn't quite move the jack.
Just rocked it a little bit as it shot past.
Keep talking. Can't pick up the music.
Okay, so ladies just working down there. Just have a bit of a look and sort of discuss. Cass just asking Olivia if she thought the shot bowl would go out clean. It's going to be hard for that to happen without Natasha removing some of her own. So just looking to see whether they play a positional cover bowl here, or whether they just take the chance and draw another one and try and count in for a second. As we wait there, we get some scores from across the green. In the men's match, it's Lee Schreiner, 8 shots to 2 over Anthony Flapper after 5 ends. 8 shots to 2, also the score, Ben Twist currently leading Dylan Fisher. And 5-3, Aaron Wilson leading Matt Flapper after 6 ends. As Cass comes on. Well, draw up here on a forehand.
Heads up, everyone.
Just trying to work her way inside this wing bowl. Can use it.
And looks like we're about to welcome Mr. Andrew Lynn.
No, I was actually just saying if we were picking up the background music.
Let's turn up our laptops. Bit of a NXS playing. Here comes Tash. Heavy shot. Just hit the front. Bounce through. No real change. Looks like one to the Victorians. Yeah.
Yeah, someone's turned the music on in the club. We've just got to be careful if our microphones pick that up because it's copyrighted. It will get us kicked off our streams.
Yeah,
We're
go
trying to make
YouTube.
sure that doesn't happen.
So we're at 9-5 after 8 on this rink. 8-5 after 6 next door.
Well, we've gone longer with the length, Vix, this
Yeah,
time.
I reckon. So a couple of metres up the mat and about a foot off tee down near us here for the jack. Just need one more score for the ladies, and I can't quite see it. We're on 6 ends as well. 7. Oh, that's a big pick up there. So currently, 24-14 after 20 ends for the ladies overall. The master board, or as I've always called it, and probably got it wrong, the motherboard. But we don't bring that up.
West Australian thing, is it?
No, not really. I never play bowls in WA. But,
Okay. So, Kayla,
Just an idiot
kicking
thing.
off.
It's just me. Mary Ingram from Fife. Again, she's always here. I had to look up Fife yesterday. Mary, I'll ask you what club you play at. If you play at all.
Cole just missing out with a opening 2 there. Just move the jack position here all the way down, only about half a metre
It's amazing
from the tee.
It's amazing how often you see that when you stretch the end right out, how often the lead will then overcorrect with the first one and then bring it all the way back and drop short with the second. No such problem here for
Kayla caught.
Kayla,
Not bad.
yeah,
Right on it.
Yeah, it's but again, sometimes that little bit of pressure. Watching AJ. Wants to reach.
He's played this nicely. Just sits inside that bowl of
Yeah,
Kayla's.
well done, Bravo Zulu AJ. Good shot.
They make it look easy, some of these players, don't they? Genevieve delves right up to the jack here. Small touch again.
Yeah.
She's wearing out Natasha's chalk spray here.
You're going to have to start buying them for her, I think, because that's amazing.
Straight to the bowl shop after this test.
Well, it's just up there. It's close by. It's full of UBC kit and boxes at the moment.
So Anita just missing a weight. This second one. If anything, it's just that consistency factor, isn't it, that the New South Wales ladies are applying here. Really building up these heads, as we mentioned earlier on.
Well, I think Jen would love to get a toucher here and just push that jack behind that pack.
May even get to the Victorian closest bowl here, and has. Well, target no wider, but make 3 out of that. Cass calling Olivia just a draw, but Andrew, it's sort of that time of the game that you'd nearly be tempted, wouldn't you, to just have a run at that, remove a couple of bowls,
Yeah.
get the jack in the ditch yourself, try and change the momentum a bit.
I think I'd be tempted, but I wouldn't because I'd be likely to get mine out absolutely clean. You might have a go, Lee, because you're more likely to hit.
Might have a go. There'd be
two votes to 1. We've outvoted Ben.
my brother-in-law would look at that and just stand back. When I was playing with him, he wouldn't
I think I'd be playing. I'd be reaching, but not with big weight.
And just overweight here. If it stops between the jack and the ditch, which I think it has,
Yep, pulling up now.
well and truly in the game. The approval there from Tash. Cass might have heard us talking, Ben. The call was there, even a really good draw shot. The calls to Olivia, if you play a really good shot, you still maybe 3 down. So take the chances now. Try and get the jack in the ditch, remove some of those close bowls. So nice and firm with the backhand. Just missed-sided that one with the first.
Oh, yeah.
Spun a few bowls in. Looks like it's
Still 2.
2 to New South Wales. Victoria now with the next few after that. Victoria probably got the next 4 after those 2-shot bowls. So cleared a bit of debris out of the way. So Cass gets up there. She'll have a chance to play a nice aggressive one.
Oh, this has got good pace.
Where's the jack going to go?
Just in behind Jen now.
So 1 shot now, but probably a lot more protected than what it was. I think Cass is going to be forced onto the draw just to try and turn the jack just to the right of screen to those 2 Victorian bowls.
Yeah, that or any clobber's a kill. Jack, if she hits that Jen's bowl square, Jack's going to shoot out and cross the line, I think.
Well, she does, whatever she does, she can't afford to just give that bowl of Jen's a tap because that will make it sure as being 3.
We'll find out here in a moment
We get
what
some
weight she's going to play.
And too, we got around the ground, just pointing out lots of Victorian supporters here, and they're doing their absolute best to bring their state side up, yelling and screaming like a footy crowd. Oh, she put some weight on. Has it got the turn? It doesn't.
Quite.
Nothing like a footy crowd, Benny. I haven't heard anybody scream at the umpire yet.
Can you imagine that? I think Pam would put up with that. She might start ejecting people.
I don't think I'd put up with it either.
So
I'd be asking them to be removed from the premises.
Bit of a thick skin, don't they, those football umpires of any code of football that you follow. There's Tash just looking to try and sneak inside that wing bowl right on line. Just another half a metre or so away.
Cass, a bit of a statement of intent the last one. Do you think she'll play that again?
I think she might have just overplayed it to what she wanted the first bowl. I think we'll see just that little bit less weight. Half a metre or a metre over the draw. Just hope to make contact with the jack and not the shot bowl.
Tell you what, that's a pretty fair line.
Just going to bend under. May working off Tash? No, not quite.
Yeah, looking at live, I wasn't watching the TV. I thought that was going to clatter into Jen's bowl straight up. So Tash coming down for a look. But while that's happening, Mary, I'll tell you, Lee, Mary Ingram just is on the line. She watches from 5 Scotland. She's on every live feed we put on. See her every time. Tells us she's here. It's great. She plays at Duffus Park, Cooper in Bowling Club, and that's what I've just been looking up on the map. That's a beautiful little place. So, Andrew, if you could put that on my list, it's another place I need to visit as a...
They need help with Bowls Link?
That's it. Bowls Link, I don't know. We'll send over an international delegation, but no, if I get over to England or
go to Scotland even, yeah.
I'll, Scotland. I'll jump in and play.
I think the girls just coming up to have a look there, whether they want to play the shot that Andrew mentioned. Got just a small bump on their own shot bowl. Can make a couple of extras. A slight bit of danger. She doesn't want to touch the jack. If she can get bowl onto jack, it's well worth trying to play it. And she, as you can see, she's on the inside line, so if she does miss, there'll be no damage caused.
Can come off her own. I think that's what she wanted.
She's played it.
No, there's a shrug of the shoulders, though.
Wasn't the exact one, but missed it on the right side to give herself a chance. So 3 it is. And a couple of extras there, Tash. So good reading ahead by the ladies, and also from Andrew. Spotted that one nice and early.
Chook run shot, mate. Chook run shot.
Chookers. Love it. 12-5 on 9 now. So...
Our men now for New South Wales lead 24 shots to 13 after 19 ends played.
Apologies, what was that score? Just so
24-13 after 19.
The Vicks.
You got to catch a quick glimpse.
Yes, it is.
As the players get out of the way. Don't they?
They, there's Vic's not letting go, as you'd expect. They're pretty good. Look, that's better from Nicole.
Yeah, perfect start, really, isn't it? Kayla just missing a weight with the first. Staying down the same side. Once again, it's going to be hard for her to get shot here, but just get as close as you can. Make things easier for the people coming behind you. And finishing just in behind, well and truly in the game with that one. She'll be much happier with that second one.
Yeah, change your length. I said it before, sometimes, you put one long and correct the next one. It comes in really short, but once again, no such problems from Nicole. You see that? Same again.
And notice what's happened up the other end there. Cass obviously just gone for a small comfort break, and Elise put 2 on it. She's going to come back to a nice, pleasant surprise here in a moment.
That's it. Maybe Cass is putting pressure on her lead. Oh, Jen. Once again.
Right on line. Wow, that's going to be second shot. Well, just a great setup, though, isn't it? Because it's taken any opportunity away for the Victorians to play down that side.
That's it. Well, it's still the hand that I think they'd prefer to play, but you're not wrong. AJ looks like she's about to run through a little. Yeah, not a bad shot in the end. Good choices.
Really, really good. Another metre or so on this one from Jen. Turn around, working underneath.
No, she's got to correct 2 inches. that's all. And look, sitting back there like this is about to, I think. No, I'm wrong. That pulled up with beautiful weight.
Another one, even though it's not shot, I'm sure New South Wales is going to stay down that side of the rink. It's another one they can work in off. It's just broaden that target even more chances to run into things.
AJ after a bolt.
Yeah, following this one with some purpose, isn't she? Just going to get into that good collection spot again, just behind.
Pretty good for a Sparker. She's done well. Sparker means radio operator from back in the day. She's one of the old school. I was a signalman. And that's flag waving stuff.
You know what we call radio operators out in the country? Radio operators.
Radio.
So, Ian Johns just going fast.
Well done, Jimmy.
Made connection with those bowls. Just not quite getting the right angle, but pushed another New South Wales bowl back. Now, Olivia here in the Victorians, they might get one chance down this forehand side to just turn the jack in behind the pack.
So just what you were talking about, Cass coming back to a nice little surprise. That's exactly right. She came up and immediately high-fived Nicole. Well, that was great. Thank you. Crab just asked if we can penalise players for being offside if they're in front of the camera. I think we can. We'll just start taking shots of them. They'll learn them.
So, Olivia said she might have had one chance to close this off, and she has played it absolutely perfect.
More is better. I hope you heard that through the microphone. Tash just yelling out, more is better, which I think is a great call. That's
well, indicating she just doesn't want to touch the jack and move it back a metre or so.
This will give it a flog.
This is going out of bounds, is it? No, it's got all the bowls.
She's led behind two to the New South Welsh ladies.
Wow, unbelievable shot. I thought it was going onto the jack, but it's just moved everything past the jack. Left a couple of New South Wales bowls around with 2 shots. How's the memory, Olivia? Much the same as your first. How far is it going to keep going?
He's just pulled up. I don't think it's in the count.
Hard to tell. Andrew's slightly closer than us. What are you thinking there, Andrew? Is Olivia's last one just done enough?
Yeah, green one at the front looks like it from here.
Yep. So, winging one to Victoria.
That's an interesting talk going on there. I'm not sure what happened there. They were looking backwards towards the crowd.
I was looking at this bowl here out on the wing, I think, to see who's in or out of bounds. Yeah. Really close.
So they're just looking at the that outer bowl now, and Tash was just down on the knees there behind the boundary post having a close look.
Yeah, both sides not quite able to tell. So there's one left-hand side of camera out of shot there. They're just checking.
Yeah,
good practice
close
to do that, Andrew, isn't it? Get it done now before any more bowls are played.
Well, you don't want a bowl to hit it if it's out of bounds. Jamie Nabby, our umpire.
Well, he's using the old scope, no mirrors.
No, best piece of equipment,
There you go.
in my humble opinion.
Each umpire seems to have their own ways, mate, don't they? Some like the mirrors, some like the scope.
There's probably two choices now seem to be the preferred, is the line decider or the boundary scope. My preference is the boundary scope.
Yeah, it's called it out.
What's the one when they put the sort of T-piece up against the bowl and
That's the mirror and square.
square? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit out of favour now. Used to have a mirror with a scored line on it, which you'd put up against the peg. Put the T and then line up the other peg. So you'd line up the centre line of the peg with in the mirror, and you'd be able to tell whether the T was, obstructing it or not.
Right. Cass just looking to move Jack a little. Oh, just missed.
And Natasha, her first weight, absolutely perfect. Just missed the line, so ever so minor correction needed. It's definitely out in the wider line. This is the same weight. This is a shot.
Boom, there goes Jack. She's gutsed it.
And held onto it.
Yep.
That is one. So let's have a look here for Victoria. Can they find a way to Natasha's bowl?
Well, the same shot there for Cass actually almost carries. I'm just took quietly because she's walking in front of us. Almost carries Jack or Tash through a little bit. There's a group. AJ's bowl's there, just behind. So two white ones and Cass's bowl. Chance for a multiple there. Shouldn't be necessarily going for the one.
It's just hard, isn't it? Because you'll see from that camera angle behind, the sort of aqua-coloured bowl is about a metre in front of Natasha's yellow. I'm just not sure that she'll turn back to the centre of Natasha's bowl to be able to push the Jack through on that narrower side.
I agree.
I think that's what she's contemplating at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. So those bowls at the back there, those three, they're probably a metre past as well. It doesn't look so like it on the camera there, but she's got to hit it with a little firm weight.
It's going to be backhand, I think, just around the front. So that's a Victorian blue bowl, second shot Jack high. Just inside of that, you can get shot.
Yep,
you may even turn back to Natasha's
lining up backhand.
shot bowl.
What I call the
Smooth
lazy
delivery.
style again.
This
Yeah,
is
just
very
smooth.
close on this hand. Cass Millerick, what have you done here? You've got it without the Jack.
Oh, beautiful.
Brilliant shot by Cass. That'll be
Two to
two.
Vix. She's playing some kind of game, Cass Millerick at the moment as well. All credit to her. That's fantastic bowling.
Well, here's the team huddle. Now, surely Nicole's going to come in there and say, Cass, go off the rink again. You were away last hand, and I put two a matter of inches away. Just go away and come back when it's your turn to have a bowl, and I'll have them near it for you, Skip. He's getting a little tighter. Here, Vic's trying to keep in touch. 12-7 on our match that we're featuring here. Alan Ryan 10-5 now in front of Lisa Phillips. And 7 shots to 6. Dawn Heyman over Kylie Whitehead. So
I can't quite see the men's over there.
men's is 26-15 at the moment in favour of New South Wales. That's after 23 ends.
So same kind of margin the whole way, just so they're creeping ahead together. No one really New South Wales kicked away to a bit of an advantage, and since then it's been dead even.
Hope you're enjoying our coverage. If you're just tuning in this morning, we're live from Warilla Bowls and Recreation Club in the Illawarra region of New South Wales. We're 100 kilometres south of Sydney.
Roughly.
Yeah.
This is test match number 3 between New South Wales and Victoria. 2 separate series for the men and women, featuring our women's side this morning. And New South Wales in the women currently lead 2-0 after yesterday's play.
Wants to hang up, and it has.
Test 3 this morning, Test 4 this afternoon, and Test match number 5 tomorrow morning. And 2-0 to New South Wales, also the scoreline in the men's series. After 2 comfortable wins yesterday.
Ian Whalen just throwing out some compliments to us, mate. Some nice feedback. Thanks, mate. He's always here. And so is Philip Lubke from Silverdale. Another one we see every single time. I just think I'm waiting for one more, which is... oh, look at this.
Kayla Corton, fantastic correction. He's really found it, hasn't it, when the Jack's been down to this tee the last couple of times. We're just missing Lucas, aren't we, this morning?
Protopavis, yeah. Lucas, he's probably on a plane, actually. He was on his way up with his mum. Mike Watts from Aberystwyth in Wales as well.
A very late Friday evening / early Saturday morning over in Wales. But thanks for tuning in.
He's here all the time, and I had to learn how to say that. He's Aberystwyth.
You're a better man than me. I would have said Wales. I'll just come with that.
I had someone, someone at the state carnival related to him. I can't remember who it was, but dragged me aside at one point and said, "Oi, this is how you say it."
You wouldn't think they'd had to teach him how to say Wales, though, would you?
Just take the H out.
That's it. Oh no, I get confused when they start removing letters.
Yeah, talking about confusion, I don't know, we'll get a close-up maybe at the mat end of the green here in a moment, just to see the group of players behind. It's a bit of confusion. Look how close those uniforms are. I'm glad we're not playing football or one of those other sports where you need to distinctly see the uniforms of who you're passing the ball to or communicate with as a team, because these 2 blue colours are awfully close.
And I think we were commenting on it yesterday, and I think the light blue shirts are the way to go, and we should have light blue jumpers as well. Maybe some rain kit.
This is 2 series in a row. We've got some rain. Our side travelled up to Club Tweed in Queensland and had a little bit of rain there on day 1. Much similar here on day 2 at Warilla.
So yeah, we'll have to.
But we're hoping a good forecast this afternoon. We're fingers crossed for outside coverage.
I just want to point out that Pam's walking across the back there with a box full of lollies handing to the players too. Let's hope she comes over here, because we haven't got the bucket, have we? No bucket today, Andrew. Still got some snakes in it, I reckon, from Figgy.
Possible.
So Olivia, that's a top shot. Oh, just running through a little. So that one lonely bowl from New South Wales sitting there holding shot.
Well, this is some of the setup we were talking about, isn't it? So the Victorians, 3 of the first 4, they are 1 down. You'd almost rather be in the Victorians' position there with all those close bowls and being down, and then try and make the conversion towards the end.
It's 1 down with a ton of seconds. It's not a bad position to be from the lead pair. Cass just yelling the exact same thing. Pam's doing even better. She's actually walking up and down, leaving lollies on the end of the rink like the Easter Bunny.
Hope she finds the commentary box. Callers, it's not going to be easy to get this bowl out, but it's worth a few shots, even if you work our way through our own dark blue bowl near the centre line at the front. It's about a metre away.
Oh, lots of talk. So Cass wanted her to come around the forehand side, but Olivia said she can see it at the backhand. Permission granted. Didn't come out all that smooth. Bounced a bit. You could hear it thump, thump, thump into the wooden platform.
What contact are we going to get here?
Or is it through the
Going to
gap?
find the gap onto her own. Well,
Me.
still 2 seconds. Another one at the back.
She wasn't far off getting straight through that little window there, and there's only a little window. Les Dobson watching from Newcastle. Yeah, go on here, Les. Exactly, go New South Wales. We good amount of people on this Saturday morning. I'd about to say fine, but it's really not. Oh, touch. Well, that's one now, the Victorians. But
yeah,
changed.
Yeah, Tash not too upset. Sort of takes that big multiple away for Victoria, doesn't it?
In the men's series, the Vics have just picked up a couple of counts. In fact, the big board's now gone to 26-21.
Yeah, 26-21. I was just about to look at that. So that's huge. That's a 6-shot pickup.
Oh, I think it was actually a couple of threes, and that Butters had turned the ends over a bit early on you.
Right.
With the last update. Because I did see Aaron T signal 3, so...
Okay. Yeah, well needed, so...
Yeah, for them, so nice
Victoria
and close.
men, yeah, try to fight back, 26-21.
You can see the determination. There's something I'll give Matt Flapper credit for over there as I'd say the team leader. I'm not entirely sure, maybe the team captain. He drives a team like you would not believe. He's one of the better leaders in sport that I've seen. The way he ran the junior program and got the Victorian team, they were a powerhouse when they came to the Tri-Series.
Absolutely.
And all driven by Matty Flapper, and I'll give him absolute credit for that. It's brilliant what he does with the teams he's involved in and leads. Credit to his state and his side.
Okay, it's holding one. Yeah, going to wiggle in through front bowls. Turns her own up. Well, that's not going to make it any easier. Tash now come down on the other side. Kayla's bowl coming in.
I think it's exposed Kayla's bowl there a little. So they're holding, 3 others in there. It's out of New South Wales, but that's Jen on the... Oh, that's Anne on the right, isn't it?
Far right it is. Our left,
yeah.
sorry, yeah. So I think Tash on her back end, right-hand side of screen. Couple of rolls out of Kayla Corton's purple and white one, or just under the trailer jack herself. We'll find out nice and quickly whether she gets it.
So I just looked up and saw Kay Moran playing a really short end, doing the Mr. Miyagi pose, the crane.
Well, this is mighty close here from Tash. Will it go onto the jack? She's got it clean.
I think she's
So
just
probably
played
2.
for her.
Just not the right angles. That is 2. I think you have to take that. Thought she might have gone the other hand here. This is the conundrum you face sometimes. You have one bowl left in your hand, and you almost need to play 2 shots with it. So the call from Olivia was to try and come around on the forehand near to where she was standing, because we're a few down if the jack goes there. But from the mat, I'm sure Cass is looking at that going, wow, that shot just looks too easy. If I just cover around the back, Tash is going to go awfully close to getting it. So why don't I try and get in there before her?
Yeah, big chat, as you expect. While they're doing that, a shout out to Gloria Roby from Red Rock, halfway between Coffs and Grafton. Sounds like an interesting place to be. Clive Boddington just bragging that he's off to Pattaya. Thanks for that, Clive. Just a humble brag.
We'll get you some rink scores in the men's series. At the moment, it's Lee Schreiner 9, leading Anthony Flapper 7, and that's after 8 ends played. Ben Twist 8 leads Dylan Fisher 6 after 6 ends, and Aaron Wilson 9 over Matt Flapper 8 after 10 ends. So Cass did decide ultimately to play this forehand.
Just quick.
That was that weight she wanted to cover, but probably not on the line.
I think it's still even a bit quick for the shot she was trying to play on that forehand.
And the call there from Anne is, we only have one bowl in the head. Don't mind you playing that shot, but just a fraction less than your first.
Well, that's right. I don't want to edge that too far, but Yeah, he didn't quite get in there that time.
Maybe a couple, I think. The laser just confirmed for us, and it is 2.
So a couple of 2s in a row for the Victorians there, bring it back to 12-9.
See next door, Lisa Phillips drew shot up near the ditch with her last bowl. And she was a couple down. Drew shot with the last, so that one just getting close as well. It's New South Wales leading on all 6 rinks in play at the moment, but no big advantages. Just looking across the boards, I think it might be 4 shots is the biggest margin on any of the 6 rinks, but New South Wales leading on all of them at the moment. So
yeah,
obviously 2-0 up, you'd love to be in New South Wales position, but this third test certainly not over with. This has the potential to go right down to the wire.
That's right. Just a couple of shots in each rink really exaggerates the gap on the big board, I think, at times, and risk everywhere.
Anita just working away in to draw a shot. Now on her forehand.
I'm just getting a little chilly in here.
You can see on the left of the screen for anyone who's started bowling, if you're a New South Wales bowler, the state rookies entries now open. The singles closes in just a couple of days. If you've have only played one rookies and you joined after the 1st of April 2019, you're eligible. Qualifying, all the dates are all in your feed on Bowls New South Wales website. Link to entries. Jump in and have a crack. You'll be expected to have 3 rounds of 17 up in the singles. And the pairs closes the day after the singles. So jump in, have a look. Fantastic.
You are a rookie and you're relatively new to the game, Andrew. You say it's 17 up. What does that mean for those players if they're wondering?
In the singles, first to score 17 shots will win the game. So fairly short format, but you play up to 5 games in a day. Our state finals will be 3 round-robin games and then 3 games the next day, but 2 sessions.
So games sort of would vary between, say, 40 minutes to about 90 minutes, depending on the tightness of the game.
Up to about 90 minutes, yeah. And the pairs, 3-bowl pairs, 12 ends with a respot.
Saw Genevieve Dells with another couple of cracking shots here on end number 12. Obviously inspired by the decision to move this match inside after feeling a little bit under the weather yesterday. Cassandra just hoping to miss the jack now. Yeah. Just in behind. So it's like New South Wales with 3 there currently. That's how it looks, Andrew, doesn't it? I think it's 3 shots at the moment.
Yeah,
Jen's 2 and Kayla's.
I think Victoria's closest is AJ's there at the front. Olivia just running through. Wanted to clobber the back ones, I think.
Just so hard to play the right line down there when you're carrying that speed. You just need the wider, really wider bias bowls there to get that perfect. And draws up. Well, this will count.
Yep, that'll count. That'll beat AJ's bowl there, and 4 at the moment.
You see a lot of our local players here at Warilla, we play all our top grade pennant games, our home matches on this surface.
Oh, yeah.
And they generally all go to a more extreme, wider bias bowl that they use outdoor.
Yep. So, I've actually got a set because I thought I was going to be playing indoor a bit more than I do, but Taylor Aces is what I've got in my car at the moment. They're a wide bowl. I haven't actually used them on any surface at the moment. They've been sitting there playing, poor things.
I know, bowls coordinator here, Jeremy Henry, had a set of those going back 10, 15 years ago here, and was quite deadly when he was at the peak of his powers. Back in the mid to late 2000s. Nice weight there from Cass, just missing the line. So, New South Wales ladies. Holding 4 here. Tash obviously wants to count, but really love to block off the side of the jack here. Whether that's by drawing a shot that finishes right in front of the jack, or just even a slight movement herself.
Big shot here from Cass. Big shot coming here. You look down the ring, you can see it, and that's the thing. It's just she's got to draw. She's got to get close.
Well, I think she's going to play actually a bit firmer.
Oh, she has.
Try and take a little bit of the bend out of it. Just doesn't want to find the gap under the jack here, and she has. That's very unlucky. Can't play it much better than that.
Well, yeah, it's a centimetre to the left as it came down, and she's kicking Jack a mile.
So this will stop a little run. The Victorians are on. Natasha holding 4. Just looking to come inside her first one to count. Won't quite be enough. Still 4, I believe. Livy's just going to check the 4th one just to make sure the ball hasn't moved in. Oh, it has, so 3.
3? I really thought that was 4. There you go.
Yeah, angles just deceived us. Tash just turning her own bowl.
So 15-9 here. Just look around. 28-22 up to 27 on the men board. On Ryan's board, I've got just someone standing all the way. Oh, that one hasn't changed anyway.
Yeah, 10-6 and 12-6 to Dawn Heyman after 10 ends.
So 37-21 after 31.
Masterboard not quite updating for you on screen. We'll get that corrected in a moment.
Just a little slow. That's all. Sometimes it's that's internal of the club.
We'll ask our lovely scoreboard attendant Pam just to change those ends back to 31 ends overall on the board for us.
So, do a long way back. Nicole's ball sitting right next to Jack.
Yeah.
She wanted to
start, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Kelly McKenzie.
She wanted to be back a bit, but enjoying the short ends. Pretty close to minimum distance here too, by the way. I'm just looking for the 23 metre mark as I walk around the outside of the...
Slightly obscured by some of the advertising boards here, but
My apologies.
it would be about half a metre or so past.
It wouldn't be much. I'm just looking at there because UBC plays it to 23 metres. They've put a little chalk mark on the green down here. So I reckon I'd have called the umpire for the jack measure.
It'd be just right. From my experience on this one, but yeah, as I say, maybe half a metre at the most.
Yeah, good leading next, J. Allen Dale. Pretty close, big supporter of Victorians here at the moment. But
No, guys, the 23 metres is correct because you're measuring 23 metres from the ditch, not from the 2 metre mark.
Oh, wow. Yeah, just finding the gap. A little touch would have been fine, but it's just worked its way through. Jen just trying to work inside her own. Just going to miss, but finishing another one
so
nice and close.
Well, they have marked 23 metres from the 2 metre mark, which is technically incorrect. It'd be 25 metres from the ditch.
UBC, it's fine.
Anita, Super Bowl, those markings, Andrew, I think have been here for a long time. Back was a point in time there was a 23 metre.
Yeah, they'd be the 23 for the World Cup.
Yep, that's would have been for that event. There's Ian Johns, no mucking around here.
Oh, well,
Removes one of the 2 bowls.
Yeah, they'd put that there because I think 21 is actually right at the end of the chalk mark line, so that's just in.
just. It's like I said, I think I would call the umpire.
Close.
Well, that one just punching that one up. So Vic's still holding it, but once again in that position, I think the New South Wales are just in a better spot here.
So maybe a lot less weight this time from Anne. She's removed one of those bowls. Now looking to just touch that shot bowl. The jack will move towards Jen's 2 bowls. Well, this isn't far away. Don't even get the jack herself here.
She's across. Yeah, well, she did. It's open now.
Plenty of room. Still one to Victoria, but open it up. Just falling short with that one. So both skips.
Well,
we've got an umpire's measure next
this will
door.
be interesting, and because I think Jack's really, in by a couple of inches, and I think where ours was just past that, so it would have been in by just a couple of inches past.
Trust me, guys.
Well, they're going again. Nope, that was short.
Yeah, no, the measure had just come off the end of the mat.
Oh.
So Tash, what's she done?
Controversy.
Wow. Just going past. So still one to Victoria. Really important with the state of the game that Cass can draw 1 or 2 counters in here. Just gone too far, so still just the one.
And just indicating the one.
Both skips only a metre or so past their first, so just a simple game of correction here. Tash is a lot closer with this one. She's played this very well. This is definitely the shot. Tasha's bowl just a few centimetres off the jack. Decision time for Cass. Does she play overweight? Just try and sit that bowl through and stay for 2, or just try and draw inside it? Well, this is close, and Natasha's just fallen out.
Oof.
Okay, so it's 1 to New South Wales. Fantastic last draw shot there by Tash. Just strengthening their grip on this game, aren't they? 16 shots to 9 here. 12 shots to 6, Ellen Ryan. And 12-7 to Dawn Heyman. So 18 shots now, the lead overall.
Yeah, just kicking out. We were mentioning before the closeness of it. I still think it's tight. I still think it's close, but the New South Wales definitely getting a bit of an advantage now. Just looking at, just adjusting the men's board. What we got? 28-23 after 28.
A couple of dead ends there has not progressed that overall score very far.
Bowls shooting everywhere.
I'm just going to jump out of the commentary, guys, for a few moments. I see plenty of potential commentators waiting up in the grandstand, so I'll try and track someone down to come and join you guys.
We'll bring them on
for the second half of the game.
All right, as Lee just leaves us here, and Anne's come over to say hi. All right, here we go. Here's the measure that I was calling for last time. Umpire all the way up, having a close look. It's really close, but it's in by not much, I'd suggest. It's a bit of a smile, on the faces down here. It's pretty good. Colour court just dropping it perfectly at the shortest possible length. Right, we're having a chat over here, ladies and gentlemen, in the live stream, if you could. And Johnson and Genevieve Dells are debating about on scones. This is during the state test, which I think is fantastic. Shows the relaxed mindset of these guys. They're debating whether on a scone, whether you put the jam on first or the cream on first. Now, I've never heard of someone putting cream on first, but Ann Johns puts the cream on first, and frankly, I'm a little bit disturbed by that. And now I'm distracted from the commentary by thinking about that as well. Hello, Patrick from Montreal in Canada. Good to see you here. Just some good shots by the leads, setting this up beautifully right now. Jumping around. And Nick just probably got 2 there now. You know, you can see how close they are to our position at the moment. There's Andrew adjusting that camera and the top left of the screen because that was a little bit squiffy. Actually, we'll just level it out. Yep, Stewie White and Ann Whitehead agreeing with me. Jam first. Structural integrity is correct. If you're putting jam on cream, the jam will just pump through the cream and slide everywhere. No one likes that. Someone needs to have a word with Ann Johns, I think. Lots of yelling going on over there. The Victorian team against Dawny Hayman. It looks like they picked up a couple. We'll see shortly. I think Dawny's still got one to go. So here comes AJ, chasing a second bowler as she likes to. For newer bowlers, chasing your second bowler's a good idea, but you got to make sure you don't stand up too quickly. I can tell you now, you end up running through a bit, doing bad things. But I think no problems for AJ there. That's exactly what she was aiming to do.
Well, it's not a bad effort. She wanted it back to those bowls.
Yeah.
Still on to get a little touch on that shot bowl. Jack should come back. Maybe not quite as simple now. Going fairly quick.
Yeah, very quick. Oh, look at that.
Got it, and it's straight back to that last ball.
Yeah. Wow.
But there is a shot there for Tash, just to reach those.
Gee, she played that well. It was really close just to kicking that off clean. But back it came, and it's more exposed now. There's a little ledge there to use.
Wants to get down to Kayla's bowl. Oh,
wow.
Going to be a little unlucky.
AJ's back there as well, but I think they'll have a close look. So, yeah, it's, up and down, I think, looking at the way Tasha's reacting there. Well, we have a visitor.
He's talked someone into coming in down to have a chat to us.
We do have a visitor, and look, he's going to be a bit biased. This we can understand. But welcome to the commentary, the great Mr. Kevin Anderson.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we?
Oh, really, really well, mate. Glad to be here. And,
he's talking to us.
But how are you going today? You happy?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Cass is having a good game.
Yeah, she's going all right, mate. She's New South Wales is a really strong team, so the Vics are always going to be up against it in their own backyard. But we'll see how they go. Hang in there. Listen, only 15 in it. It can change pretty quickly. Still heaps of time, so we'll see how they go.
Yeah. Do you think their move to inside, the girls would be happier, or do you think your Victorian ladies would be better outside?
They might be better outside with a bit of rain around.
Yeah.
Probably on a slower track inside. A lot of the girls are from sort of down this way, from New South Wales, so
okay.
They'll be more experienced on this carp, I'd say.
Well, we're talking Jack's move back there there's 2 to AJ there now. Anita Jenkins and Tash just looking to match it up. She may be a bit quick.
Must be quicker out there. The two of them have done the same thing.
Yeah, didn't quite hang around. Just going to look at some scores around. 32-23 now after 30 on the men's side. So now you're in an interesting position down at Moama. And that you're based north of the river, so you're technically New South Wales.
Yeah, but the club's in New South Wales. We live in New South Wales, but we play for Victoria. It's a good shot from Cass. I taught her well, didn't I?
Yeah, you've done
had
well.
To walk over here and inspire her.
Well, we did tell her you were coming.
We're pretty close, so I just better watch what I'm saying here, just in case you can hear me.
No, that's the point.
So Victoria picking up a few shots there across the board. We've got the mat on the inside rink as well, so Might put it back to
There's two.
get it back to single figures. I
Having
think
a
that's
look-
what the Vics need to do.
Is there one of the? Sorry, there is. Oh no, they're looking at AJ's. Compared to what though? Is there one in the ditch?
They won the ditch.
Toucher in the ditch.
Oh yeah. I just didn't see the mark. 3 to Victoria.
Good heads across the carpet, innit? Good standard. You'd expect it though. You look at the names over there, it's unbelievable fields.
Oh, it's a huge stand. I've said before, Kev, come to these places, I get very starstruck. These players are quite amazing, and I see you just sitting around with the goat. It's just
Yeah, he's
occasionally
floating around somewhere.
He
We were devastated this morning that they moved indoor because we had a 2-hour roll-up session planned for the UBC, but unfortunately we couldn't do it. So.
Yeah, well, and again, thanks to UBC for allowing us to come in, and sorry to all the players, but
It was he was ready to go.
so you've got Olivia Cartwright also from your club here as well.
Yeah, the two girls are from Moama. Olivia joined us last year from Hilltop over in Shepparton. She's been a great addition. She's really matured over the last year. She actually won the Victorian Ladies State Singles this year as well.
That's right,
so
yeah, I saw that.
she's had a fantastic year. Australian Open fours as well. She's comes from a really good bowling family. All the family play, they all love it and support her really well. So it's good to see Olivia doing well and on the big stage, if you like.
That's exactly right, and something I haven't mentioned at the moment, but I should have, because I was there as well. The Cass winning the Australian Open lady singles.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was quite an event.
Yeah, no, she's done really well. She was obviously probably not the favourite in the final, but
No,
she
but-
managed to hang in there against Kelsey, she's been the best player for the last couple of years. She's been outstanding, and that was a really good result for Cass. She won a few champ titles and states and stuff like that, but she was never really got that big one. But hopefully that'll open a few more doors for her.
Well, look, I think she's the comments have been, and my experience is that since she's moved down to Moama with you guys, she's grown as a player as well, and really involved in the game down there. Your team down at Moama, I can't sing Moama's praise enough, by the way. I love that club so much. And you and Stewie do such a good job down there.
Yeah, I reckon Stu will be tuned into this. We'll give him a shout out, eh?
He is actually. He is. Stewie says, "Hey, Kev."
He'll be sitting in the office. He's not making it this week, unfortunately, for the UBC. He'll be devastated with that. But I think the UBC will miss him more than he'll miss the UBC.
Well, look, I think that's the thing. I know he loves
he does
UBC.
a look at it as well. So.
Yeah, he speaks. It's funny because Stewie's the reason I'm here, and he's the. I'll say it all the time. Can't thank him enough. UBC was what got him decided to make a career in bowls and our sport, and it's funny that BPL. Oh, what on AJ!
Sure, AJ.
And
His first Trail the Jack, well played.
And then I came to stay with him for BPL 14 down at Moama, and that's the competition that made me want to get into the career as well.
Yeah,
So
it was good fun as well.
Yeah,
it's always good fun. The BPLs and UBCs are really good events. Good for the sport.
Yeah, great format. So I'll update some scores for you for the big board in a second, guys. There's just a lot of players down here at this end at the moment.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Jen. She's having some kind of game, Jen. She's there or thereabouts the whole time, and just edging Jack. There was.
Yeah, she's very good at long balls, Genevieve. She goes really good. Never really see her having a bad game. It's always
very rarely
good or very good.
Here's my mate AJ just crashing the front a little bit.
He's doing well, AJ.
Anita Jenkins, she's I was saying before, she's an old mate of mine from the Navy from even before I started bowling.
Oh, really?
She was,
There you go.
And I wasn't actually aware she was in the state team until this tournament. That's how bad that is.
There you go.
But,
good shot again from Jen. At least second shot in a really good spot, so it sort of closes the head down for Victoria getting a number here. So good setup for our back end players. It's happening over there in the men's. It's back to 5 shots. The difference over there.
Yeah,
Someone just picked up a number.
Well, there's been a bit of a few dead ends. I've been watching Jack fly everywhere over there.
Yeah, The heads are that tight. It doesn't take much on the indoor surface for them to go out the rink. Just a little runner usually does it.
That's it. Only 5 shots between them now after 32 ends. So, yeah, about halfway. 5 shots between them. That's a close game over there. You see some intensity in this one. Look, yesterday, even last night, there was intensity, but it felt a bit casual. You look now, all the players sitting right around the heads, real focus in what they're doing.
I think a lot of them had early starts yesterday, and a lot of them have been playing in the nugget. Good shot from Jimmy Johns.
Yeah, well done.
Great shot, Jimmy. Yeah, a lot of the players, they had big days travelling yesterday. They're probably a bit tired, but today they would have slept good and fired up ready for today's games.
No worries, I'm getting told that I need to turn you up, mate, so just hit these dials and... Well, am I turning the right one up? That's the question. Sounds like I just turned myself up.
Yeah, great shot from Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia Cartwright's there. That's fantastic bowling.
Yes, very good shot from Liv. Jimmy's in the area again. Look at this. What a shot, Jimmy Johns.
That's
What a shot.
She's made 2 out of that.
Yeah, good luck, Cass. Good luck getting out of that one.
Walk around here and check some cabling to make sure I've got the right headsets, that I'm turning up the right one. The answer is no.
We'll just speak a bit louder and put the players off. That's what we'll do. Wind them up.
Well, that's the idea. Sometimes Aaron Tees doesn't mind. He's usually running past, giving us high fives. Knows when he's on camera, that man.
He's on it often enough.
Yeah.
Good crowd here as well. A few people in the stands beside us here.
Yeah, Saturday morning
as well.
I think that's mostly Victorians there too. The New South Wales crowd not really here as much, but we'll see what happens in the afternoon games. I wondered when I'd start to see the old Defence Force guys showing up. Victor Hanath, an old Air Force man, just pulling up in the comments as well.
There we go, a few people around. We've got Tash on the backhand here, try to draw another. Looks like it's just going to hang off. Weight's really good.
Bang, yeah, the weight was perfect.
Let's give Cass a little bit more. Cass can sort of get that split, gets the result now.
Yeah, there's a real edge there now for Cass to use. Really clean style Cass uses.
Just needs to get past the front. She's a chance here.
Oh, wow, she didn't quite.
Rather unfortunate.
Just got the edge.
Good effort. Half a ball underneath.
A little exasperation there from Olivia, just a little bit of frustration there. Luck not really going their way at the moment.
Yeah, sometimes you make your own luck in this game, and Jimmy Johns and Genevieve played some great balls, so they're going to pick up at least a 2 here. We'll see if Tash can draw for 3. On the backhand. Why is it not turning? She's asking because she slung it.
Yeah,
it's too hard.
It's a bit heavy, yeah.
Don't need it.
Yeah, it's late turn on this hand.
Especially if you've got drive weight.
Yeah.
Well, might be a bit harsh on that one.
Nah, let's get stuck into them. Why is it not turning? Well, you flung it too hard, Natasha. That's why.
Sort of it.
I'll tell her that after the game as well, don't worry. So, 2 shots for New South. Puts them to 6 shots up on the rink, and overall it's out to 15 shot margin again. So Vics need to get going pretty soon, otherwise it'll be too late.
So I think that board's a couple behind. I've just got to check. I have the feeling I've got my scoreboard incorrect, but I'll could be wrong. Maybe it's that one. 41-28 on the physical board next to me, but my math. So 13-8 on the Heyman rink, Heyman Whitehead. 12-8. Yep, Ryan Phillips. No, that's right. So 43-28 on 39 after 39.
Just need to get a calculator for the master board here in the arena. It says 41-28, which is incorrect. You've got a calculator, Andrew, handy for these guys?
Oh,
We've got it set up on a spreadsheet.
Yeah, we'll be right. We'll be right.
See, my math teacher always told me I wouldn't be carrying a what's that thing called, a calculator in my pocket my whole life, and then we've showed them.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, while this is going down, really important questions that we're getting in the live feed at the moment. Ann Johns came over before, and her and Jem were debating scones, jam and cream, whether you put the cream on first or the jam. How do you feel?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. What was the question? Sorry,
Do you put jam on first or the cream?
I usually eat salad. I don't eat scones in Bradford. Maybe a fabrication of the truth. I'm just a boring butter. Just scones and butter.
Scones and butter. I like it.
Yeah.
So the rink scores for the men, I don't have a good view of them here. 12. One of them's the far rink, 12-9 on 10. That's who's over there? I can't actually see who's. Oh, sorry, that's my bad. That's the one in the UBC rink. So that could be Lee Schroner's rink.
Yeah, we're going to struggle to see that one. But Ben Twist's beating Dylan Fisher 12-9, and Matthew Flapper is beating Aaron Wilson 11-10. So that would suggest that Schreiner's a fair bit in front of. Who's skipping over there? Ant Flapper.
Mm-hmm.
So Schreiner must be a few in front, just going by.
Yeah, I think
score.
This is 12-9 because their scoreboard's this side of the UBC rink. They haven't got one in there.
Yep.
In there, so.
It's good setup,
Yeah, you
isn't
can't see it for Matty Miles, that's all. Matty's standing there.
Ah, right.
It's behind him.
Paul O'Neill saying Queen Elizabeth used to do cream first and then the jam. That doesn't make it right. Bravo Zulu AJ, that's a really good shot. Little smile on the face too. She's
Yeah, it's a pretty relaxed atmosphere.
14-7 on the furthest rink in favour of the Blues.
There we go. So
After, now Dylan's standing there.
11 ends.
During our state mixed pairs, there's one person standing on that side of the green, and they always stood bang in front of the scoreboard, so I couldn't update it.
AJ not following this one.
I don't think she's sent it, has she?
Yeah, I wouldn't be rushing after that one either. Stay away from that.
Oh, did well with the first. Did all the damage with the first.
Carl here with his rev up every few ends.
Carl's really vocal. I've noticed that in the last couple of days. He's been firing his team up.
Needs the edge.
Playing three for Ben Twist over there, taking a sort of captain's role by the looks of things. Fantastic player, Carl. You look at that New South Wales men's team, you wonder how David Ferguson's going to get back in.
Well, that's a bit of a rev up.
Old Fergo's in Portugal. We'll stay there for the early sheet, Fergo. We don't need you.
Well, you got the two Fergusons to consider for both sides.
Yeah, and Sam as well. Sam will get in. She's good. She can play.
Well, she did just win the Champ of Champs singles.
Yeah, head over to Perth in October for the Nationals. So Olivia just running through there. Another one behind it though. talent on show everywhere you look here. Internationals,
Mhm.
world champions everywhere.
Yep, Australian Open champions, state champions, like you said, internationals galore.
I reckon there's a world champion on every rink here. So you've got Cash here, Ellen in the ring inside, Kylie Whitehead on that rink, Aaron Wilson, who have we got on there? Rink 5. Dylan Fisher, world under 25 champion. And on the end rink, Leroy's won a couple of world titles. So there you go. There's a world champion on every rink.
Matty Flapper would have to have won something in the Aussie squad as well. He's been in it.
I don't know if he got the worlds. He definitely played Com Games in Glasgow. I don't know if he's a world champion. He probably is. It's, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? How often can you say that about sport? You watch 6 world champions at the same time.
Rare. Just unbelievable.
Well, we had a game on our live stream during the state championships where Jen Dells was the least experienced player on the rink.
Yeah, there you go. Tasha's close here.
We had the women's pairs match with Jen and Tash up against Ellen Faulkner and Karen Murphy.
Yeah, that's a fair game of long balls. It's a lot of gold medals. That's on the backhand here, just trying to drop inside Jimmy's. Don't know if she's wide enough.
No. And a crash into Kayla's ball.
Probably just a touch short as well. But apart from that, it was good.
Just grass and weight.
Makes it reasonably difficult for the next one, though. She's probably going to have to change her time.
Billy McLeod, welcome from Stirling, Scotland. We usually get a big Scottish contingent here watching this.
Stirling is the hometown of Jimmy Johns, who's playing here. Playing third for New South. As we see Tash
I didn't
running
know
around.
that. There you go.
We've got a big Scottish contingent between us, don't we?
Yeah, there's a few of us here for this week.
I did say to Cass that we'd get the subtitles working for you here, but you're doing all right. You're speaking probably more legibly than me most of the time.
We're taking it pretty slowly today. Might be my whole day in general, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Nice cruisy Saturday. See Cass having a right good look at this here. I think she's going to have to draw it on the forehand. As we see, looks like a 1 at New South Wales. Oh, there's more than one. Ellen Ryan's rink picked up a 3 there, I think, which extends the lead.
Yeah, I'll run around the scoreboards in just a second as soon as they get updated.
And Kylie Whitehead has picked
Changed
up a
hands,
3
Cass.
just to change it there and the other way too.
Cass is on the forehand here. If she gets past
Just
the
wonder
front,
if she's passed.
She's going to get the edge.
she's got the edge again. Probably 3 balls in a row she's done that now. Been pretty close but no cigar, unfortunately, for Cass. We're getting a bit of abuse from the players here. What's that? Yeah, of course, as always.
Tash Van Eldik over asking Kev if he's talking smack about her, and I think the answer is yes.
How's that backhand going, Tash? Coming this way? The backhand hold out a bit coming this way, does it? Wait, 6 yards away.
She said it's beautiful. No worries. It's a bit of a... Whitehead just picked up a 3 O'Dorney home, and that'll make it closer. 16-8 on 13 now. Ellen Ryan just running away a bit there. Another jack measure. This umpire's going to get cranky.
No, he loves it.
Shot.
Jamie loves doing it.
Is it? How's it going?
Seeing how far short it is, I think.
Yeah, just throw it back. Doesn't matter how far short it is. If it's short and route.
Oh, I think the players actually asked.
Yeah.
Oh, did they? They must be good.
Sometimes they like to know how short it was.
Know how bad they are.
So they can aim at a different point next time, maybe.
As an umpire, I don't mind telling them 20 centimetres, 30 centimetres, all part of the service.
So my scoreboards are up to date. 41-27 now over on the men's side to New South Wales. Just a real game of momentum there, and the New South Wales men kicked away to a 9, maybe 11 shot start, and then Victorians started scoring, and it's been about the same scoreline the whole time after that. And
The Vic's kicked back a while, but the Blues have pulled out again.
that's it, that real game of momentum happening over there. The ladies here have just dropped the jack right in front of us again, conveniently. It's a good spot to commentate from here.
I noticed yesterday the Victorian supporters online claiming Lee Schreiner as a Victorian. I always thought he was a Tasmanian originally.
I think he's Victorian, originally moved to Tassie, and now he's at Raymond Terrace.
We'll say he's a Tassie first, then Victorian, then an Aussie, just to stir him up.
I'll tell you what, he's a really good lawn bowler. Might even be the best going around at the moment. His form is unbelievable after winning the Nugget the other day.
Yeah, winning that Prestige Invitational. If you've not heard of the Golden Nugget, is an invitational tournament held at Tweed Heads, and essentially the best players going around get to play in it. And Lee Schreiner won it.
Played Oman in the final. It's a good game.
Yeah, beat Aaron Sheriff, and that's no mean feat in itself.
And he's pretty good as well, to be fair.
He's not bad. But AJ's done pretty well there, right? Just one on and one back. Should be very happy with that.
Jimmy Jones, bit of pressure on here, needs the jack.
Oh, it has.
Gets it.
That's bellied it beautifully.
Jimmy Jones, 3 down and 1 up.
Lee also won the New South Wales Champion of Club Champion Singles, the Champion of Club Champion Pairs, back to back.
It goes alright.
8 days without a loss.
It's hard going.
And then was a runner-up in the New South Wales State Fours as well.
He's had a fair old year, Lee.
Won the Open State Pennants, Grade 1 also, in amongst those.
Jimmy Jones is on fire here. She is on fire.
Mr. Own, beautiful bowling, and Johns, amazing.
Former Australian and Scotland international. It's not bad to have on your resume either. So you see Olivia on the forehand. She's giving us a good effort here, Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Looking to change it up for Cass. Well done. Takes
Well,
the ball out.
Yep,
Leaves them with a lot of second shots.
it's well exposed, and they have got everything back.
I think Anne can actually hear us here. She actually also holds the distinction of being able to interpret a shot call from Beaker himself from the Muppets. That's just a joke for her when she gets to, if she watches back this stream. Didn't hear us, so that bit of waste.
Selective hearing.
So you're going to have to explain that to me later too.
I will.
Do you think we can get some in-game interviews on the go? Have you got a mic? We'll call it
No, we
Roaming
do.
Ben.
We do roaming Ben. I'm not doing
Ben.
roaming
Just gotta
Brian.
terrorise the players.
Roaming Brian. We'll have to figure out something else. There's
She's just going to... That helps
Well,
a lot. It's another one in the head.
I will explain that. We played in a series here for Bowls New South Wales. They got us to fill in. And she made the comment that our skip at the time, it may as well have been Beaker up there than calling something was me.
Who was the skip? Are you going to name him?
Helmy.
There we go.
Junior and I carried him, it's okay.
Cass has played this pretty well.
It's all about connection now. And it's
Just got
not-
the edge and run out.
Close. There's still a real cluster of bowls on that right-hand side now. Excuse me, the left-hand side is when the screen is back to the head, you'll see the Victorian bowls all there on that side, and more New South Wales on the other side.
Tasha's not short here. Is she going to get a slide? Yes,
Yes, she has.
Oh, you can't clap that. That's lucky. They've shouted well done. And they're clapping. My
Oh,
God.
no, she played it well. She managed the edge much better than Cass did.
Natasha's almost embarrassed by that one, almost. But she's going to take it. Did I say that out loud? Tasha's called it social weight. Unlucky not to trail it for 3, she said. See Kath trying to get it back. Needs to hold past the front again, I think.
Oh, Natasha's sitting.
Great shot.
Well done. Cass Millerick, that is...
Justice for the game of lawn bowls there, said Natasha on the way past.
I'm not sure if she said that at all. Just
So one
suggesting,
shot,
just suggesting maybe she should have.
2013. Just got past the front enough to get it nice. Just as well Tasha's ball was there, because it was should have got the gap otherwise.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just flowed straight through. So we just a couple of things, and Alan Arnold watching from Warrnambool, good on you, mate, and Whitehead pointing out that Lee is a Victorian first, then Tassie, and New South Welsh last. I just want to give you, just want to point out that he may be New South Welsh last, but he's New South Welsh currently, so that's fine.
And off screen, you would have just seen me winding in the fishing reel.
Yeah, Barbara Greenson and Ann Johns is such a great to watch. She's got a lovely style. She does really tight, really neat, and consistent.
So the fix have went a bit longer here, going this way.
Emma Simmons saying, "G'day, Kev." Well, hello, Kevin.
Hello, Emma. Emma's a new member at Moama, just joined us from Mildura.
Oh,
A
excellent.
really good player, so she's moved into our area, so it'll be good to have her in Moama colours next season.
Good colours they are too.
Yeah, fantastic design. Good
Up.
shot from Kayla, just slipping past there. Well in the game. See Nicole on the backhand still. Just be looking to slip past it after a great lead bolt.
1-on-1 behind's the ideal.
Oh, bowls flying in from the rink next door at the moment.
Just going to pull up short, good shots though. Great lead balls from
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that
Nicole there. Just fell onto the line as well, makes it tricky.
It's a small target now.
important thing for Kayla is to drop in behind again. See Tash with her fingers out, willing it to stay.
Yeah, it's a good shot, it's in the head.
Well, coming to a good home.
Balls in the head, yeah. Anita probably plays the forehand here. Yeah, the forehand just missed the last one or land it. Head's sitting pretty good, so
You'd almost draw back to the furthest back Kayla court and bowl, wouldn't you?
that's what you'd be playing to, yeah.
Make sure you're not narrow.
Yeah, I don't think the jack's going to go forward here. That does slightly change the angles though.
That's actually not a bad result for Vic. On the centre line, just covering up the shots. Jen wants nice, solid contact on that.
It's got some kind of contact. I don't know if it was hit.
Well,
Enough.
That's a good shot.
It's broadened it up.
Yeah.
Just in the men's event, Lee Shriner leads Ant Flapper 14-8. Ben Twist is 14-11 in front of Dylan Fisher.
Calling AJ around there. Sorry, sitting back.
Great shot from AJ there. Perfect spot. That'll force New South Wales hand here, I think, and we'll see some violence from Jimmy, I'd say, or Genevieve.
Jen, yeah.
Tasha's called.
That's it. You've got two options. You can do this really technical shot, or you can beat the heck out of it.
Jen's on the forehand drive here. She has just missed underneath there.
Yeah, I'm just pulled across the body there a little, I think.
I can make a sacrifice some accuracy for speed there. Try to smash it. So difficult one here for Olivia. It's sitting pretty good, but we know what's coming from New South. New South have they've basically indicated they're going to be smashing this till it's not there anymore. So Olivia probably has to put the best back in.
Is there a sweet spot where you don't quite go as fast as you can, but you retain your best accuracy?
Yes, 100%.
So interesting over there on Dawn Heyman's ring and Kylie Whitehead's ring. They've drawn even after 15 ends, 13 all. So Olivia's ball looking for that little hole there. I think it's gonna. Is it gonna turn?
If she gets to the, might change some angles up here.
Oh.
It's just made it a little bit bigger. So Jimmy Johns with weight on the forehand also. Gonna take.
Oh, edges.
That's not good for New South. Whose ball was that? Went right back.
I think that's
Taylor's at the back, so
AJ. That's Genevieve there, but I think Victoria holding 4 at the moment.
There is a bowl. All I can see under the ditch is white. I'm not sure it's got another purple side to it or not.
yeah, I reckon that's Kayla's because AJ's two
Yeah.
ones are in the head.
So the best two right at the back.
Right at the back. Olivia doesn't like this one.
Well,
She's cut the head.
I think we'll see Anne try to beat this. Or sorry, beat its brains in.
I think they've got to go again. Any jack movement for New South's huge here.
Well, if you hit that, you're going to get rid of some.
Yep, heavy.
Jimmy in forehand, cut across.
Oof. Well, Jack moved.
That's worse. That's 5 now. It's made it a lot more difficult for Natasha.
Yeah, gave it a good.
It's not a good result there. Changed the angles. Does leave it a bit more space to draw though. Cass will be looking to close this one down. If she nails it on the forehand, it gives Natasha not a lot. It'll be damage limitation.
Sandra Harvey just, actually, Sandy and Merv saying hi to you there, Kev.
Oh, yep,
from Tuncurry.
Yep. A few of our members are holidaying in the winter, get out the cold weather at Moama and head north.
I think I met.
Sandy and Merv.
Yeah, I think I met Sandra down at your club once.
Yeah, she's a great member, really good volunteer. Loves her bowls.
Yeah, some real bowls tragics around on there.
I see Cass on the forehand here. This isn't shot.
Running.
She's come off the pitch.
Oh.
That's interesting. Tash on the draw. Really good track here, Natasha. Oh, she's got It's that gap, it will cut a couple out. Don't think that changes anything. So again, this, I think if the Vicks are going to have any chance at all, they probably need to hold these shots. As we see Cass, it's pretty good, I think. Just needs to drop in a bit more. Great shot from Cass. Little shoulder for Natasha. Big ball coming up.
Might have just shown her the path.
Big bowl here, by the way.
On the forehand.
No mistake. This could be a turning point.
I don't know if it's wide enough. She has to get past the front.
She's not just going to hit it square.
Looks like it's 5 or 6 anyway. Gives Victoria a
3,
little
4.
glimmer of hope.
It's 5.
5 out. Yep, 6 shots to Cass.
Well, that's a turnaround. 2019 now.
Yeah. 6 shots. So
18-8 next door after 14. 13-15. Victoria's just jumped ahead on Dawny Hayman's rink by 2 shots. I think that's after 16 ends. So all of a sudden there's less than 10 in it.
yeah, back to single figures. Next end really important across the board here. I think so. Just be looking to chip away at the margin. New South Wales win 2 of the 3 next ends. It's probably finished.
It's a game of momentum, as you can tell in with what's going on here. Absolutely astounding. I'll update the men's board as soon as I can see it. There's a wall of dark blue over there.
Good start here from Kayla on the forehand. Great shot. Good reply after losing a big count at the last end. You back it up, you win the next end. See Nicole chasing it down on the forehand. It's just going to cross the line. Not the worst though. Balls in the head. Good shots from Kayla there. 2 rippers forces
Yeah.
AJ onto their backhand.
Lots of support for the Victorians coming through, and the New South Wales pool is starting to find their voice as well on the live stream.
Great shot from AJ.
I do love it to be close. Well done. Yeah, AJ, fantastic bowls. But you can hear the voices lifting now as well.
Vicks know how important these next 2 ends are if they're any chance of winning the series, never mind just this test match. They've got to win here or it's all over. You see Genevieve playing a great shot, tucks the jack round the corner. Pretty much perfect there. See Ellen Ryan draws the shot on the rink beside us.
Just what? Ooh. Well,
There's another ball behind it. So what's the plans this afternoon, gents? Are we heading back outside? Are we braving the conditions?
We're supposed to be.
yeah, I'm just a lucky. I'll just follow where the gentlemen take me. Will be yours for the Victorians over the other side at the moment. It's all happening here at the moment. That intensity I spoke about's lifted another notch. The team meeting last night when we were packing up for the Victorian ladies over here on this side of the rink was really interesting to listen to. And there was the coach just saying that, you know, that doesn't think that there's 20 shots between the two teams, and I think that's starting to show here. I'd love to see the Victorians get some confidence. I like a close series myself.
Yeah, it makes it interesting. Sure. So we see Jimmy Johns on the backhand, going to a good home.
Mm-hmm.
See Olivia changing over to the backhand here. Cass has called the shot. Olivia looking for the inside edge of her own on the Genevieve's. Not sure she's wide enough, is she?
Where is she going to cross the line? No.
Just unlucky. Opens out for Cass though.
Yeah, getting rid of that first front one's a big deal. The second one may be a bit easier to beat just on that line, which is good. Just looking over at the men's score at the moment, 43-33 after 43 ends. 20 ends to go, 10 shots in it. The Victorians are coming back over there as well. Oh.
Good shot there from Jimmy Johns.
Mm-hmm.
Sun and Kayla's ball. Makes it really difficult for Cass now.
Yes, not much of a draw on that side. I can't really, I guess on the other side, that cluster of bowls at the back to move Jack's a tough shot.
She'll either, I think she's got to go to kill here. She doesn't want to just turn the ball down, then she's 4 or 5 down. She's got to go pretty quick and kill it or get the Jack right out of there rather than just moving it 2 or 3 feet.
Mm.
Needs to hit as well, because if she misses, it gives a chance for
Cass to play that shot.
yeah.
The score on Aaron Wilson's rink. They're just having a look now. They're all jumped in front of that one, so I can't quite see the rink. Lorinda, I'll get that for you as soon as I can see it.
Cass needs to get down here. Oh, that's not ideal. She's taking the one out. She's probably 4 down now. It's not ideal. Probably had to take the chance there. It's a bit unlucky not to get the edge of the ball and take a couple out. But
Yeah. So Aaron Wilson, 14-12 after 16, Lorinda.
so Tash, a chance to get their shots back here. Should be able to draw another one.
Yeah, dropping that 6 would have hurt, but look, they're in a good position right now, aren't they?
Have a chance of getting it back here.
Mm.
Tasha's trying to get on the line here, I think. Really good shot here. It's probably 5 now. I think Cass just goes again.
Yeah, she's got
Just smack it.
something else to hit there now, and
She's 5 down, 4 or 5 down anyway, so.
a bit of a chaos bowl coming, I'd suggest. Andrew, I've just been asked what time the next game's likely to start. We're booked in for 1 o'clock. It might be a little bit after that, though, I think.
Yeah. Maybe one. I think we're actually booked in for 1:30.
Oh, and a stats question for you, Andrew. Who's the most tests played?
4.
Oh, that's a good question, Denzel. Who for? Or just in general?
Kaz for Australia, 600 plus. Kaz, of course, the most capped Australian sports person of any sport.
Yeah, 639, was it? Or 669? One of those two is a big number.
600. I think once you get past 600, they merge into each other, don't they?
Stop counting.
So big ball here in the context of the game.
Mm-hmm. Massive.
Make some contact. On the backhand with weight.
Oh, beautiful shot. Cassandra Millerick.
Didn't they?
No one took their hats off, and they should have, because that's an amazing pole.
Just they'll kill it with 5 against you.
Fantastic shooting.
Great shot from Cass. New South are opting to take the balls back, which probably isn't the worst idea.
That's a brilliant shot.
So that keeps it interesting for now. So there's 12 shots to diff across the board, I think.
Yeah, I've had to do a little score update here as soon as I can see them. I don't think there's one more to go on Dawn's rink, but I can't quite see it.
It's all squared over there.
All square, 15 all.
15 all, yeah.
19.8 is that?
Yeah, 19.8 to Ellen.
So that gives our scoreboard 54 to 42 after 50 ends. That's the same as what Pam has over there, so that's good news.
On the same page here. We're on the same page. Good things are happening. So see a good start from Nicole. Kayla played a really good end last time, trying to match it.
Yeah, it's building a bit differently. It's a couple of metres shorter than the end Cass just killed.
Cool.
And it's just crossing a little, but
Good. 2 balls in the head.
perfect
Very
weight.
good leading. And the men's event, New South Wales are now in front in all 3 rinks. So on the TV rink, Lee Schreiner leads Anthony Clapper 15-9. Ben Twist is 15-12 in front of Dylan Fisher, and Aaron Wilson is 14-13 over Matt Flapper. So New South 10 shots up over there in the men's event and 12 shots up here. So still plenty of time for the Vicks though. Still a few ends left in both matches. So
Yeah, no one,
on the board here.
no one's really kicked away at all. That momentum does keep shifting. I think that's probably the interesting thing. A little bit different, maybe even than yesterday and last night. But yeah, big day of travel yesterday for most of the Victorians, and to arrive here, I think one of the guys was saying he started at 4 o'clock in the morning to.
Yeah. Yep. It's a tough ask. Travel all morning and then play 2 test matches at night. It's, especially after a golden nugget for some of the players.
Yeah,
They'll be running on empty. Not so much physically, as most of them are pretty fit, but it's the mental side of it. It's very tiring. Look at Leroy's played 8 games in the nugget and has to play 5 here before the UBC. So it's a great shot here from AJ. Touch the jack for 4 here. That's
AJ. Wowee.
the standard in this rink's reasonably good. You've got to be in 2 inches to get a shot at the moment.
Yeah, just able to throw a small bath towel over the heads at the moment. They're playing an unreal standard of bowls.
Oh, the dreaded one clap.
Yeah.
One clap with force. Genevieve was nipped off to the toilet after that one. She doesn't want to see the hairy side of Natasha's hand after that. You see Olivia on the forehand.
Oh wow, yeah.
She doesn't want the jack too far. Oh, she's been a little lucky there. She's just trailed it too far. She's still goes for shot. He's almost like that too, but Olivia.
Yeah,
Should be disappointed with that one.
Oh, the ball sitting just on the Warilla logo.
Back on the rink now. Jimmy Jones, pretty good shot here.
been very consistent, Ann Johns, this game. And she had a really, huge state campaign recently in the state championship. She played in multiple disciplines and was constantly on the TV rink too, meaning she made finals a lot.
Yeah, she's never far away. Super player. Olivia's trying to... she's redeemed herself.
That's redemption.
That.
My goodness.
That's a fair old one ball from Liv. She'll be feeling better about herself. She's played 2 good shots there. Just got a really unfortunate result with the first one.
That's right. Tom Ristic just asked me to turn your mic up. Well, I'm not going to touch it, but you can bring it closer to your face there, mate.
I just don't want to speak too loud because the players are literally 5 feet away from us.
Yeah.
And if I put Cass off, I'm in deep shit. I'm in deep trouble.
We don't have a bleep button either.
That's it.
Sincere apologies. So Victoria holding a few here.
There is a chance for Tash.
Yeah, it's
on the back end.
Yeah, truly Jack.
And the good thing for it is that there's a nice big funnel there as well. If you're a little bit tight, you get the slide off the 2 darker blue bowls.
And if there's anyone you'd want playing a bowl to truly Jack, it's probably Tash should be pretty high on the list. I think Cass has got to cover these here. I don't think she's got much of an option.
So I think
she'll be looking to get to Jimmy's bowls. Either one of Jimmy's bowls will be ideal position.
I think Liv just noticed that you're here in the commentary mode as well. She looked up and got a little bit of startlement.
I don't know about that.
Here comes Cass
Pretty
around the back. Yeah.
Might save a bit of pain depending on if Natasha makes a connection. And she has a false start. Done about to stop there. She was in a backswing.
Something we noticed at the States too. She's times where she's pulled up. Well, there's no way I could have pulled up. Reflexes of a cat.
Just played those.
I love that weight.
Just a touch quick, but she might get a second shot here.
Well, I just kept going.
Through, so that doesn't change things. So it could be 5 here to Victoria. So again, we're faced with one of the skippers being under a lot of pressure playing the last ball. Cass doesn't want to get the jack here. She's played it perfect here. That's a great shot from Cass.
Yep.
That looks like 6 again.
I was going to say that'll count as well as that cover. Counts beautifully.
So Natasha just trying to draw it safe. She's on the backhand. She's out on a decent line. She needs to run, I think.
Yeah, I think the speed's come right off.
This could be back-to-back 6s for Victoria here, which blows the game wide open.
So we'll start moving balls around. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 now at least.
Definitely, and that's 6.
6.
Right? Close to 7. Jesus. Close to 7, I think. So Olivia's having a look at it. No, 6 shots. So back-to-back 6s for Cass in a rink here.
All of a sudden,
makes it game on.
All of a sudden, 25-20. 20 to 25 now. 12 shots in 2 ends to the Victorian team, and that has changed the world.
So Ellen Ryan picked up another couple of shots there. So we're looking at, I think it's going to be 8 shots the difference on the main board, with around about 14 ends to go. So still all to play for here. Plenty of time for the Vics. It's all happening on this rink this morning, gents.
Oh yeah, my goodness! Sometimes we just get lucky with these TV rinks, or the feature rinks. Sorry, I meant to call them, but looks like the on the master board over there with the men, the Victorians are within 8 now. It's a wrong end of the game to be dropping 2 6s.
There's no correct end of the game to drop 2 sixes.
Yeah, you're right.
Not ideal. So, but in between the 2 sixes, Cass was 5 down for the last ball and killed it. So it's an 11-shot swing from what it was, which is reasonably important at this stage of the game, as Nicole just drops one great shot there. See Kayla, good start. She'll be trying to match her first ball. She's done well here. Really good lead from Kayla.
Denzel Owen saying you're the lucky charm, you're the difference. The game turned around when you turned up.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. But a few people off. The New South Welshmen are coming after me here.
I was going to say, Andrew said, right, get out.
Sacked with 2 ends to go.
We're not very parochial here. We're extremely parochial.
Jen on the backhand, just to drop inside the last ball. Good effort there, just outside of it. Weight was excellent. So AJ will be on the backhand, trying to give this a chance. She's just needs to bend here. She's done really well here, AJ. She's going to get at least second out of this.
Yeah, well done, AJ.
Gives them a little bit more space. Not the best result for AJ, but she'll be happy with that. Genevieve back on the forehand. Just needs to run. Don't think it's going to make it. So, a little chance here for Olivia. Sort of first in, best dressed at this end. First person to nail this here will probably win the end, I'd say, the way it's sitting.
Yeah, I'd agree with that then. Yeah, well, look, Olivia will have a good look. Try to jump inside. These things change a little.
Yeah, so Olivia is going to put it back down. She wasn't quite sure there, but she's made up her mind. And the backhand. Trying to draw the shot. Just needs to drop in. Just going to run past. Good effort though from Olivia.
Look, once again, it's still a handy position. No one's throwing anything wide. They're all clustered around Jack. Anything long's been handy. Anything short's just an anomaly. And Nick's short bowl, there's the first one I've really seen like that, except for what Andrew was discussing earlier in the game on the change of ends.
Jamie just passing through as well there, so still a chance for Olivia here. If she lands on any of these balls, she'll be the shot. Slightly narrower line, all on weight here. She's not bad here. She's going to get past the front. Oh, she's done well. Slight fair.
And rolls over and lays there.
It's probably one of the ones she's probably better if she missed it. But she'll be reasonably happy with how it's ended up. Jimmy has got a lot of holding to do, I think.
Yep. Oh, yeah, just even edged the wrong side of that front one.
I'll probably change Castle onto forehand, I'd say. What's happening over there in the men's?
Well,
Ray Pearce is standing right in front of the scoreboard.
that's it. So,
The smaller man he is, he's big enough to block every single number.
It's 49 ends.
49
razor,
ends, and that's all I know.
Played 49 ends.
and then all razor.
So the two scoreboards that are on the main green it's all square across the A2. So whatever's happening on the TV rink is the difference in the game.
That's right, 16-15 on Wilson's rink. 15-16 the other way around on Twisty's rink. And I can't see the other two scoreboards, sadly.
Cass is going to get an edge here. Which may get a shot.
Well, Lee was just a little bit up.
Yeah, Lee was 5 or 6 in front. These inconsiderate UBC people have put all their stuff in the way. Made it difficult to see. Looks pretty good though from here.
The UBC set up, yeah. It's
sort of blends in with the dartboards as well.
I like that dartboard setup. I'd play a lot of darts here if I lived closer. Oh, hang on. It is 46 to 41 over there. So 5 shots in it after 49 ends on the men's board.
Tash just needs to run here.
Oh, it's turning.
Oh, it's a good effort. It's a really good effort. And John's just signalling 1 down.
One thing about the bowls and not the darts calling for us, I don't think I'm ever going to get the chance to say 180.
I don't know. You might get a chance in the UBC there scoring this week.
No, I'm not involved there. I'm having some time away.
The darts is actually on in Wollongong next Saturday. The PDC, so that'd be quite good. Always a good night out, the darts.
Yeah, certainly. I missed tickets to that one. I'm away that night, but I'm.
Cass just holding past there.
They do have some pretty big darts events here at Warilla as well. They put another floor over the top of the indoor, and this is covered in dartboards.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, Moama, we have one as well. We've got the Australian Open darts there, and that's in a couple of weeks' time, I think. See, Natasha. I think she'll be looking for the ball here. Yep, she is. She gets her on solid. Great shot, Natasha.
Wow.
Great shot. She had that in the backswing, I'd say. So, a couple of shots. Just stopped the rot there for New South.
So 2 to them.
Good hit. Clean as a whistle.
So on the final end, there's 3 shots in it on this rink. I'll go through and have a look and make sure that everything's up to date here. 22-8 on 17 for Ellen Ryan. Dawn Heyman is now 16.
Yeah, our spreadsheet's decided to.
Dawn Heyman rips the ball
We're having problems with the sheets at the moment. So 16-15 after, looks like 18 over there.
So while that's just reconnecting, I'll have the scoreboards offline. As soon as
it reconnects, we'll be online. So 16-15 after 18 on Dawn Heyman versus Kylie Whitehead. Ellen Ryan 22 over Lisa Phillips. Excuse me, I just lost my sheet. Lisa Phillips 8, and on this rink 22 to Natasha Van Eldik's team and 25 to Cass Millerick. And on the men's side, like as I said before, there, after being ahead a fair bit, there's now 3 shots in it after 50 ends. The Victorians are really with the momentum over there, 46 to 43.
It's getting close. The Vics are making a fight of it here, which is good. That's what we want. Nice close series. Hopefully it goes down in the last game in both. It'd be ideal for the spectators.
Exactly right.
And the promoters. Andrew's not so sure about that one.
No, I'd rather win 5-0, thanks.
5-0. Yeah.
I'm a little bit more circumspect. I like the game. I like it close. I like the drama.
Andrew's he's eyeing up the washout for this afternoon, just like the Ashes.
Well, the Poms were unlucky. They had a moral victory. They should have won the first 2 tests if they'd scored more runs.
Yeah, there's nothing better than whinging Poms, is there? In any sport.
And the umpires certainly helped out Stuart Broad. They said, I have a new ball in your last test.
And they gave him an egg. They flung an egg at him for his last test.
Just about.
See Nicole. It's not too bad, actually.
Yeah, Trish will go through the scores. We're just updating the sheet at the moment. For some reason, it's not connecting to the. It's not connecting very well.
Got it back.
It'll come back. Oh, there it's back. Very good. So your scores are up on the screen now.
Just seems that every so often that Google doesn't like us, or we don't like
just
Google,
kicks
or
it off. It's only happened last couple of days though, so it's something unusual happening on the Google Sheets at the moment.
certainly not something in our control. We just got to work with it. When
Yep.
we notice they're stalling, hit start again.
Going to throw out some real compliments to Anita Jenkins here. AJ, she's having just a brilliantly consistent game, flying a little under the radar. You're not really noticing anything big or spectacular, but she's setting things up beautifully.
Good seconding it is.
Mm.
From a good way. As Genevieve, also good seconding. So a chance here for AJ. Land the ball, throw the jack. As is so often the case on indoor, it's going to be first in, best dressed here, I think, again. New South got a couple just now, but AJ's trying to get down to change it up. Is she going to...
Oof, oh, she got a little touch, little tickle on the way through.
It's going to a good home again, though. It's definitely on play back there, the way the head's sitting. Really good miss from AJ, missing in the right place, not tight, and if she goes tight there, the ball's out of play, but she misses wide, the ball goes to the back and there's still a chance, so smart miss from AJ. Just steering on the wider side as Jimmy Johns is going to turn the jet around the corner here. Nope. Again, great effort though.
Mm-hmm.
Still well in play, that ball.
The intensity on the other side of the green has really lifted this.
Yeah, it's good. The atmosphere's good in here now.
It's beautiful.
Jimmy Johns will be looking for a little toucher here. She's close, you know. Is it going to go? Oh, she's very unlucky there. Very unlucky.
Moves it.
Just moved it the wrong side of it. So again, Livy will be looking, probably another ball in the head here.
Mm-hmm. It was funny, I'm looking at that from here, and it looks like the New South Wales ends first ball was actually holding shot, but as you said, it's not out of it.
Olivia's not bad here.
Mm-hmm.
Is she going to touch the check for three here? That's quite clever.
That's a brilliant ball.
People are going good.
Yeah, aren't they? Good on the carpet.
Yeah. Great shot from Liv there.
So we'll give a shout out to your club. Anyone who hasn't been down to the border there, get to the Miami Echuca twin towns, I guess they're called now. But get down to Miami Bowling Club and have a look at one of the great setups for lawn bowls getting around. It is a magnificent club. Lucas Protopapas, who just jumped on the line here, knows all about that too. A Victorian supporter, but definitely jump on and get in there and have a bowl, have a meal.
And when you get there, that's for Stuart. He'll look after
Yeah, Stu will look after you. That's right.
Mostly today. He's not doing much today, so go and see Stewie. Tell him we were asking for him from down here at the UBC. So what's Cass going to do here? I think she's got a shot on here.
Holding multiples, they're calling it, I think, for cover around the back.
Probably just two they've got, maybe one or two. Cass has actually got a little shot on. If she turns the white onto the back one, she can make four out of it. She might keep that for her last ball though.
Mm.
On the grand scheme of things, Victoria's still 13 behind here with not a lot of ends to go, so she might look at that with her second one.
That's right, the good players keep an eye on the big board, not just their own rink.
Rink scores are really irrelevant in situations like this, so it's a good spot out there for Cass. I mean, she can play with confidence.
Yeah, exactly right. Giving herself something to play to if necessary.
Tasha's going to hit this here, which I'm not entirely sure.
Is that what she's
I think so.
asked to? Yeah.
It's called Kill It, so there is a... We'll see what happens.
Yeah, violent weight. Oh, great shot. It's run back. There was a toucher there for the on the Victorian side. I don't know which one it is.
Olivia's is a toucher.
Out goes Tash. So one is the call. So
Just looking at these balls here. Casking out of this ball at the side here for Genevieve's ball is worth lots, I think. So if Cass can land Genevieve's ball, it's probably 5.
So Genevieve bowl is the one that Olivia just hold her foot over there,
Yep.
pointing at now.
She has to play it. She has to try and land this ball for a load.
Yeah, a handful there waiting.
Give the Vix a chance if she gets it.
So an accurate shot by Tash Van Eldik, looking to kill the end, but Jack flew backwards.
Do you know what I mean? Losing a 2 there for Tash is pretty good. Whereas now if she loses a 5, it sort of puts the game back in the melting pot. Whereas, yeah, we'll see what Cass does here. Should we try to land the ball? On the forehand, just having a look at it.
This is close, really close
What a
here.
shot, Cass Millerick.
Stand and applaud everyone in Victoria Moama. That's a fantastic shot by Cass Millerick.
So,
And a number here.
like I say, it's at least 4. That was Natasha's drive that opened that up there for Cass to have the opportunity.
1, 2, 3, 4. And now the tape.
So 4 out, measuring for 5. Good shot from Cass. Five. It's all happening here the last
5 it is.
last 5 ends.
Well, the last 4 ends, it's 17-2 to Victoria. Victoria ends up winning this rink 30-22, and it's tight, 53-61 still.
8 shots for 7 ends, it's definitely doable.
23-8 after 18 on the middle rink, 17-15 on 19 still. They haven't. Oh, they're still going on that rink. So 62-53. There's nine shots in it with 5 ends to play, or 5 scores to go up. The men's, I didn't quite see recently, but yeah, not much in that either. I think the New South Wales boys had just grabbed a couple more shots. Yeah, 47-45. 2 shots in it. And the momentum towards the Victorians. Fif 52. So what do you think, Mr. Lynch? Should we hang around for a couple more ends? Or do we have to pack up and move outside?
I think we might have to pack up and move outside.
All right. So, guys, the results will be...
The crowd are booing. I can hear them at home booing. All right, thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, and that's probably the best shot I can get of any head at the moment, so we're not really going to get a good view.
Yeah, no worries. So we'll keep track of this online and all that. It's with what's going on, you'll be able to keep an eye on the test series on our socials, and we look forward to seeing you this afternoon sometime around 1:30 by the looks. So get your notifications on. Kevin Anderson, you're an absolute gem, mate. Thanks so much for coming on board, and that was an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it was a good game. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of the series.
You're a very good man. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, bye.
We'll see you this afternoon.